Okay, everyone, Nick Peroni here. Welcome to the Facebook Pixel. And this first video, just quickly talking about how the Facebook Pixel works. All right, you may have heard a lot of things about the Facebook Pixel all over the place, some of it true, some of it myth. I'm going to give you what you need to know. And the way I'm going to put it is like this. Look, I tell anybody, of course, more than one source of information is great. Do your due diligence, do your research, but I can promise you and I can assure you that I have access to all the top level courses, all the top level marketers on Facebook, and at this point am slowly working myself into the upper echelons as well. And so I know, and I've studied the Facebook material. I've been through the Facebook courses and webinars. And so, all of that put together, I'm going to give you what you need to know. And if you go out there and you do your research, you're pretty much just going to find supporting evidence of what I tell you. And if you go out there and you find something that I didn't talk about in here and it turns out to be some sort of myth or something that's not true, don't come back here and put that on me, because I'm giving you what you need to know. And what I always say is, you can go get the information from anywhere, but I'm telling you what works, all right? I'm not saying it's the only thing that works or the only place you can get your information from, but I'm telling you what works. And so if you go out there and you start crossing it with other information, then that's on you, really, because I know what I'm giving you is the solid information that you need, that's tested and proven, and is going to stand the test of time here. So we need to first create a pixel. All right, and explaining the Facebook Pixel is actually done perfectly well right here. There's no reason for me to go try to create my own images or graphics or anything, because they tell you what the pixel does. Now, before we go any further, if you do not know what a pixel is, all right, all this is a coding term or technical term for installing a tracking cookie, all right, on a website that links in with Facebook. And what that allows you to do is now you can have your Facebook ads account. You can take this little piece of code, this tracker, basically. It's like taking a beacon. It's like finding a beacon that leads back to your Facebook ads account, and then you can go out there and you can put it on anything, on any website, any digital property that you own. You can install the Facebook Pixel, and so now you have this beacon that's out there on these properties, and anybody that visits that website, anybody that visits that page or wherever you have that pixel, that information will be sent back to your ads account. All right, and that's extremely powerful, because what that allows Facebook to do is these three key benefits right here. Number one, tracking. You can measure the actions and real world outcomes from your ads. So you put the pixel wherever you're trying. We talked about marketing goals, remember? So say your goal is to drive people to your website, okay? So you put, or your store, your website, so you put a Facebook Pixel on that page, and that is going to allow you then, whenever somebody goes to that page, Facebook will track it. As a matter of fact, let me give you an example real quick. By going to just a real quick page here. Okay, so if I go to Shopify.com, this is a website that is an e-commerce platform. You can see here I have the Facebook Pixel Helper installed. There's a pixel on this page, and you can see it tracks an event. I came to this page, and now Facebook is tracking this event info that I viewed this page. All right, what does that mean? That means that now Shopify's ad account has me as part of their audience. All right, this was instantaneously transferred over to their Facebook ad account. And so now Shopify is able to add me into their audience. What does that do? That gives them valuable insight about me, because they get my Facebook profile. And now it's not like they actually get this where somebody can go view it. This is all done behind the scenes with Facebook. So Facebook will now go behind the scenes. They'll analyze me as a person, and that will help them optimize the ad even more. Okay, because the more people that come here and visit this Shopify page, the more Facebook is able to learn the type of people who are interested in what Shopify has to offer, right? Based on who's coming to this page to view. Obviously, if you're on this page, you're interested in Shopify. All right, so then they're able to optimize your ad based on that. The more data they gather from people taking a certain action, the more you can then optimize for that action. So we're going to look at that in more detail, but that becomes really powerful because Facebook basically is going to go out and do all the heavy lifting for you with this pixel. A lot of times you get started, you put the pixel on your website or wherever your property is, and then you just want to get started running ads and building an audience and getting Facebook the data it needs. It's a long-term game. Remember, that data is insight. It's valuable. You're going to be collecting data that's going to allow you to optimize your ads to deliver them to the right people to get more conversions, the conversions that you want, whatever objective it is that you have, whether you want page views or you want leads or you want purchases. All right, there's different events you can set up, which we're going to talk about, that Facebook can track just like it did here. This is an event, a page view. What did I do? I came here and I viewed a page. That's an event that Facebook now tracked and sent back to the pixel for Shopify, the owner of this page, so that their ad account can now take that information and go find all the people like me that viewed that page and start compiling data and building a profile of the type of person it knows most likely to be interested in this page. So then you can run a campaign specifically targeted for that type of objective, all right? So that's where it becomes really, really powerful. It's like a magic algorithm working in the background that allows you to benefit off of all the traffic that you get on your website. A lot of business owners don't know that you could have a website that's getting traffic from, it could be from anything. It doesn't matter what the traffic's from. If you have your pixel installed, you can be transferring that audience and that traffic over to Facebook and then creating audiences and creating retargeting, special promotions. Like you can see the third step here, you can build those audiences from people who either converted or people who didn't convert, or you can reach similar audiences to start branching out into new people based on the data that you're collecting. All right, so it all comes back to this magical Facebook pixel that allows you to do all of this and allows you to get this information and then create audiences, optimize your ads. And the longer you run ads, the more data you get. The more data you get, the more optimized you can get, the more you can build your brand, the quicker you'll get results, the better, like the more, so it's something that builds over time. It's a process. And that's basically what the Facebook pixel does. So the first thing that you want to do when you get in here is you want to actually create your Facebook pixel. You won't have one created yet when you start, so you're going to have to create it. So give me 1 second here. It says I'm not logged in as the admin right now, so I got to figure out why it's doing that. Let's try going to business settings. Go to our ad account here. Pixels. Here we go. Create a Facebook pixel. Okay, so then you'll see this. Create a Facebook pixel. You can create up to 10 pixels, so you can create different pixels for different things if you want. For the most part, I've never really found that necessary. I usually just create 1 pixel per online property. So if it's a store, if it's a website, whatever it may be, if it's a funnel, I create a pixel for that specific digital property, so I know that I'm not keeping, I'm keeping things separate and it's not getting confused. All right, so we're going to create a pixel for this. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name this Ad Courses Pixel. I agree, and then next. All right, and then it'll walk you through installing your pixel. Okay, so it's not ready to use yet. We created the pixel, but we have to actually set it up now. So it'll take you into the Pixel Manager, and it'll walk you through. We created, now we need to install the code. So you'll click here, and there's a few different ways that you can do this. Now, if you see, if you're using Shopify, BigCommerce, Squarespace, Wix, WooCommerce, Magneto, like you can Google Tag Manager, you can see that these are ways that you can just simply integrate. Like it'll show you how to integrate very directly with these platforms. Okay, so I'm going to cover these each in a separate video, not all of these platforms, but just the main ones. I'm going to talk about Shopify, I'm going to talk about WordPress, and I'm going to talk about ClickFunnels, because those are really the main ones that I see people working with in most businesses. If you use BigCommerce or WooCommerce, instructions are right here. All you got to do is click, and it is, you see, very, very detailed. It gives you a video of exactly how to do it with any of these. So really simple, and you can just follow the instructions. You can do the same for Shopify, but I am going to go through it because there's a little bit more to talk about when it comes to the Shopify Pixel. And I'm going to just create separate short videos for each of those. So at this point, we have created the Pixel. Okay, so that's the end of this video, because I have a separate installation video for whatever type of business you have. Okay, if you have a Shopify store, there's going to be a video for that. If you have a ClickFunnels, that you're using a ClickFunnels type of thing for your business, I'm going to go through that with a video. And if you're using a WordPress site, same thing. Now, you can also go about this by just, if you have a web manager, no, not learn more, that's not what I meant to do. If you have a web manager that handles all your everything, you'll see that you can email instructions right here, where you can email your Pixel to whoever it is that manages your stuff. You just add a recipient and it'll send the instructions right over. This is pretty easy stuff, all right? It's really simple. I don't want to make it seem like it's complicated. I just want to also do my due diligence, because I don't know what level we have of everybody watching this. If you're brand new to the Pixel, then this is the first time you're seeing it, and so I want to make sure I cover it in depth. But copying, pasting the code is simple because they give you instructions and they tell you where it goes. It goes into the header of your code. So if you're not using ClickFunnels, Shopify, or WordPress, you can contact me for specific instructions, but it's really going to be just a matter of, you got to copy this and then put it into the header of your code, or email it to whoever handles that for you if you're not good with that kind of stuff. All right, so I'm going to end this video right here, and then the next one we're going to get right into whichever one you have, just select for the next videos of installing the Pixel.